We've got the Suns and the Thunder. So, again, we are going to just pretend that Devin Booker's in. But even if he's out, a lot of these I don't mind either. Dillon Brooks under 18.5 points. I said this was something I agreed with Coach on. He's on the same prop. Brooks put up 19 against the best defense in the NBA in the last game these two played on November 28th. He's only averaging about 15 points per game against the Thunder in his career. And Brooks has gone under 18.5 points in 5 of 6 games against OKC, 3 of 5 when at home, when they're in OKC. Not only are the Thunder the best defense in the NBA, they're the best at defending small forwards, hence Dillon Brooks. Only 33% of small forwards have gone over their points prop this year when facing the Thunder. And I also, I love fading what happened in the first game. And that's what we're going to do here. Dillon Brooks under 18.5 points. Ryan Dunn over 10.5 points plus rebounds. Dunn didn't play in the last game against the Thunder. However, he's averaging just under 14 points plus rebounds in 2 of his last 3 games against the Thunder. Below, I'm going to show you right now the numbers of Booker. No, hold on. Let me get you. Let me see if I can find the Dillon Brooks numbers. I have so many props.cash snapshots. Okay, that's number 1. Okay. So these are the numbers for Ryan Dunn when they lose. And obviously I care about that because they are a 14.5 point dog. But Ryan Dunn, remember, I like his over. Over 10.5 points plus rebounds. So in losses, because again, if you're losing by double digits, you could put someone like Ryan Dunn in and his minutes could go up. But also here are his numbers with Devin Booker and without, oh my God, what's his name? Isaiah Livers. So he has raked. We're going to go over here on Ryan Dunn, 10.5 rebounds, plus points plus rebounds. That's coach's picks. Jalen Williams under 5.5 assists. Williams had just 8 assists against Phoenix on November 28th. And yet his history against the Suns, very bad. Again, I'll add that graphic in. Look at the history against the Suns. Whew. So that was pretty much unconventional for the assists. He's averaging just under 4 assists, 3.7 assists in these matchups. Whether Williams is a guard or forward, 70% of shooting guards and forwards have gone under their assist prop against the Suns in the last 10 games. And lastly, Lou Dort over 7.5 points. He only put up 7 in the last game, but if you look at his history against the Suns, he's gone over in 4 of the last 5 home games without Isaiah Joe. So we're going to go with the over there on Lou Dort. The late game tonight, Spurs, Lakers. Spurs are without their center, Victor Wembanyama. I feel like I'm getting some updates for NBA. Nothing yet. These are all the injury updates for tomorrow, to which we don't care because football's on. Sorry, NBA. Keldon Johnson over 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists at even money. So if you compare the games with and without Wemby this year for Keldon Johnson, let me just add the graphics so you could see. You're going to see the difference. I'm just such a visual learner, so I'm here to help. That's Keldon Johnson without. Keldon Johnson with. This is Keldon Johnson with Victor Wembanyama this year. And this is Keldon Johnson without Victor Wembanyama this year. It's a big difference. Johnson's usage rate goes up from 17 to 21 without Wemby. He's averaging 24.5 PRA. He's the second leading rebounder on the team because the rest of this team plays no defense. Johnson was also not as much of a factor in the first matchup, putting up just 12 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. That game was November 5th. That game was with Wemby, though. So Keldon Johnson should be utilized more in LA tonight. 7 of the last 8 small forwards to face the Lakers went over their PRA prop. So we are going over Keldon Johnson tonight. Harrison Barnes under 12.5 points. Again, with the Spurs really having no defense and Wemby being out, Barnes is going to have to take on as much of a defensive role as he possibly can. He put up 14 last game with Wemby, but now all the attention of the Lakers bigs is going to go towards Barnes, who's the only other decent defender on this team. And on the road without Wemby, his points prop has pretty much gone over. It's pretty much gone under on the road without Wemby. It's a lot of red. He's averaging 11.5 points a game. So more defense, less points for Harrison Barnes tonight against the Lakers. Then this trend with Austin Reeves. Shout out to my guy Hakeem, because he knows what I like. And he's like, I know you're going to love this trend. And it was confirmed by props.cash. I looked it up myself. Austin Reeves assists. Hold on. Austin Reeves assists with Luka and with LeBron. Yeah. 4 and under. And his prop's 4.5, Austin Reeves. He's over 6. 60% of shooting guards have gone under their assist prop against the Spurs this year. He's averaging, Austin Reeves, 3 assists per game with Luka and with LeBron. So Austin Reeves under his assists is definitely something that stood out to me. Yeah, see, I don't understand. This went up on Prize Picks as well. This is crazy. The only thing I could think of, is that Booker's not playing. Like, that would be the only thing that I think of. Like, maybe Devin Booker's out, and that's why I went to 20.5. Because someone has to score. That would be my only thought. But I'm not backing an over of a player that already went over in the last game. That sucks, though. Again, that's why the NBA is so hard. If Devin Booker's out, that does change things a little bit. And that's why we have to wait for injury reports, which is impossible because you can't beat lines if you're waiting for injury reports. Anyway, no one cares about Morant. Let's go to Royal Luck. I am scared now. Oh, nope, that is the Prize Picks lineup. I'm scared now. But Dillon Brooks under 18.5 points. Again, he put up 19 against the Thunder the last time that they played, and that was pretty recently, back on November 28th. He's only averaging about 15 points a game against the Thunder. He's gone under this in 5 of 8 games when playing against OKC. 3 of 5 in OKC, he went under. 33% of small forwards have gone under their props this year. So I would look at the under. But we can... Here, we could take a quick look at props.cash real quick. You know, I'll go through the rest of this first, and then we could go to Dillon Brooks with and without Devin Booker. The other bet of the day that I like is Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson to go over 18.5 PRA at even money. You saw the splits before with and without Wemby. It's a big difference. He's gone over in every game without Wemby except one. His usage rate goes up from 17 to 21 without Wemby, averaging 24.5 PRA. Second leading rebounder on the team. It's pretty much going to have to do everything from that standpoint. And that game was with Wemby, the last one, where he only put up 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. So without him, he should get more playing time. And lastly, that Austin Reeves under assist prop. The trend of over 0 for 6 with Luka and LeBron in, of going under 4.5. We should just get ahead of that. Booker is out. That makes sense for Dillon Brooks' number to go up. So let's take a look at props.cash real quick and just see how we should pivot, if at all. I mean, I already put the Prize Picks lineup in, so that's screwed if we're not going to like that. I got 19.5. But let me just share my screen. Let's go to props.cash real quick, and we will see exactly how to play if Dillon Brooks is a viable option still for that under or not without. Okay, we're on it. Brooks. The problem is, I think I looked this up earlier, and there was only like 2 games this year, I think, that Devin Booker was out. Yeah. Split. 1-1. And then it didn't matter the last 10 games because Dillon Brooks didn't play with Devin Booker. So it's just hard because there was only a 2-game sample size. For PRA at least. Points still 1-1, rebounds 1-1, assists both went over. So take with that what you want. I think this number got adjusted way too much for Dillon Brooks. It's not like it's Luka without LeBron or vice versa. I mean, we're talking about Dillon Brooks against the best defense in the NBA. So whatever, I'm still going to fade Dillon Brooks tonight and take his under. This is my prize picks lineup for tonight. Dillon Brooks under his points. Austin Reeves under assists. Whoa, sorry. Take that out. I'll get in trouble from prize picks. Dillon Brooks, less than 19.5 points. Austin Reeves, less than 4.5 assists. Keldon Johnson, more than 16.5 PRA. $250 makes you $1,500.